Greetings, it is I, the Fiendish Dr. Phil, coming to you for a new edition of From the Lab. Well, it's been a busy week around here. I've been sculpting on the Fluffy bust, and I've been finishing those 10 pieces, and they're pretty much done. I'm going to give them a couple days to cure up and see if anything pops loose or needs adjusting, and then I'll get them shipped out to you. Anyway, some commissions came in this week. Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates. Will Clump wants me to do that one. It's him as Creepy Norman and him as Norman dressed as Mother. Nobody's done Norman dressed as Mother. I mean, they've taken Norman Bates busts and dressed him as Mother, but this will be a piece that is specifically sculpted with him as Mother, and I'm thinking of a rage face, like when he's going to go kill Janet Leigh in the shower, something like that. Anyway, there's much to discuss with him, and that will be later on after I finish the commissions that I'm currently working on. Then there is a Frankenstein piece where it's from Bride of Frankenstein, and he's with Dr. Pretorius in the crypt, and he's getting drunk and he's smiling. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that one too. Anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the sculpture, Fluffy, and I also began sculpting on the Wolfman commission. I did the lower bridge for the teeth. So we'll take a look. Here's Fluffy. Now, as you can see, I'm getting the forms worked out. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I have to do on this piece, and I know that Death Studios has the Savini mold and they offer the Crate Beast, but it's not this. This is him like it's the underskull working. I'm working to put the mechanism in under the flesh. The Death Studio one is more like the biting head, where they just took a prosthetic and made the teeth and stuck it in. So this is what we're doing here. We're doing this. You know, it's going to be very dynamic, very cool, lots of fur and slobber and big teeth. So he's coming along. He's still a couple weeks away. I mean, you know, this is still very early days. There's a lot of symmetry issues with this thing, a lot to be done. And here is the teeth, the lower bridge, Wolfman teeth, I've roughed out for the Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman piece I'm doing for Scott Solomon. Penguin, oh, the cigarette holders got here for the penguin. You can see they will fit in there just right, and it looks fantastic. I'm really pleased with this. It is a very good likeness of Burgess Meredith in the makeup, which makes me very happy. So, folks, now let's go back to the front end, and I'll show you what I've been up to. Well, as you can see, I've gotten a lot of the things that have been in the works pretty much done. As I was saying, I want to let them all dry up really good, and make sure nothing pops loose. Sometimes it does, and I have to reattach or whatever. But I'm very happy with the way all these things have turned out. You know, I tried to get the wigs like I used on the original pieces, but sometimes they've discontinued those wigs, so I come as close as I can and I style them as best I can to look like what they look like. You know, I had a long crew cut wig on the original Evil Ed series, so what I'm having to do now is use a Justin Bieber wig and adjust it, trim it, and everything, but it looks pretty good. I think it works just fine. Got Goodbye Penis done. I thought it turned out very well. I used my biggest lady lashes on it, and you know, gave him a little rouge and such for Bunny Breckenridge. I thought it turned out great. Got the Monster from Hell done, a couple of the Exorcist pieces done. The first Leprechaun is now, the head is done. I'm still working on the hat. Ring Girl that's going to Canada is done. Now that Bloody Exorcist is for Paul Roberts in England, and he wanted the piece I only had one pull of. I did last year with the blood, so I told him I could paint his Exorcist piece bloody. So that's what I did there, and then that's the way, you know. This one is for Will Clump. So they're coming along very nicely. I'm moving along. Now this week I have a dentist's appointment to get a very bad tooth pulled, and I'm sure it will lay me up a couple days. I'll still probably sculpt. So we're going to try and shoot as many spotlights on these pieces as we can today, because I'm sure I won't be able to talk once I get that done, and I'll be so happy to get it done, and then I'll start feeling better. Once I ship these out, then I'll be finishing up the next series. A lot of hands, Kiwi Kingston, just a lot of other things going to be doing. And you saw the Hannibal pull. That's going to be done as Anthony Hopkins in his role as Sir Talbot from the Wolfman remake. And that's the thing, I can finish that as Sir Talbot, I can finish it as Hannibal Lecter, I can finish it as Van Helsing, any of those characters. Same thing I did with the Bill Murray. I just, you know, wanted to do something different for that. But anyway, thank you for your patience, thank you for your patronage. I think things are turning out pretty darn good, and I hope that you all enjoy them as much as I've enjoyed making them for you. Anyway, this has been the Fiendish Dr. Phil from the lab.